Hey all, Adam here again with a little bit of an update on Digimon Adventure Sai. Yes, an update. Okay, I'm just going to try and condense this. It's going to be less ranty than yesterday, and I'm glad people actually enjoyed the ranting aspect of the video. I wasn't really sure how people were going to take that. Um, I'd like to think I had enough points in there to show I was, sort of in taking the mick out of myself as much as anything else. But thank you for everyone who's been supportive of the video. Thank you for all of that. But so this will be a bit calmer. We're going to be a bit more nuanced, I suppose, and just a few new details have come to light thanks to a bit more of an accurate translation. And so we'll kick off with that. So let's go. First off, let's talk about the logo. Um, the title being read as Digimon Adventure Sai in prior information was likely a misread of the Digivice icon included in the logo. The title does appear to be Digimon Adventure colon, based on the information and images we have right now. What's really cool about it is the Digivice logo with the head in it. The head obviously looks like Omegamon, right? Which I think is a cool little throwback to the Crossheart logo, which was based on Shoutmon times four's head. I think that's a really neat sort of reference, especially when the Digivice itself is very reminiscent of the season 3 Digivice. Seriously, take that silhouette and put like a strap on it or like a key hook, and it's almost the same. It's almost the same. It's a now that's I don't know how intentional that is. We don't have any high quality images of just the Digivice by itself. I know Taichi's holding it in the poster, but there's not enough of a there's not enough on that to just to go on. So the new Digimon TV series is a reboot, alternate tale, alternate universe version of Digimon Adventure. Someone in the comments of the previous video, I did mention it could be like a Fate's Day Night kind of thing, and yeah, I mean that's certainly one way of looking at it. It does, and Yami did correct me on the Vanguard thing, but yeah, I think the general feel of that is very much one and the same. So the little blurb has been translated along with some talking points from the producers, so I think it'll be worth having a look at in that respect. So, Digimon Adventure colon the tale of a new Digimon. Oh, yeah, the tale of a new Digimon with a complete fresh story. Debatable. Tagline: Taichi and friends face the threat of digital crisis. Broadcasting every Sunday at 9 a.m. on Fuji TV beginning April 2020. So it's starting this April. Again, 2 months after Kizuna. Hopefully, my theory about Kizuna being a swerve and maybe leading into it is true, but because there is a point I want to touch on regarding Tai and Agumon's last adventure and different interpretations of that. But so, broadcasting every Sunday at 9 a.m. on Fuji TV beginning April 2020, the 1999 broadcast of Digimon Adventure is reborn as a completely new story set in 2020. We have information on the story and characters, as well as an interview with the producer and screenplay writer. Okay, and then it goes on to say an adventure of the unknown takes place in 2020. Story: it is the year 2020. How many more times can I say 2020 in this video? Computer networks have become an irreplaceable component for human lifestyles. However, what humans don't know is that on the other side of the network lives an endless world, the digital world, and the Digimon who live there. Large-scale network malfunctions occur in the capital city area, street lights blink erratically, big screen advertisements are filled with garbled text. The news reports it as cyber terrorism. The main character is a fifth grader, Taichi Yagami, who lives in a high rise apartment building in the Tokyo suburbs. He has stayed at home alone in order to prepare for his summer camp at the end of the week. But his mother and younger sister Hikari have gone out to Shibuya and are trapped inside a moving train that can't be braked. Taichi hurries to Shibuya to save his mom and sister, but the moment he heads to the train station platform, something strange happens, and Taichi finds himself in the digital world. The children meet their Digimon partners and face an unknown adventure. So, yeah, complete reboot. Seven young kids aren't going to camp for the summer to wind up living in a digital land where everybody gets to meet his own digi partner, a digital companion, and digital friend. No, um, so complete. It's a complete alternate universe. So this Taichi is separate to the Taichi we know and the Taichi in the upcoming Kizuna, and again separate from V Tamer Taichi. And to a point, I can't fault that because there's like how many versions of Ash or Satoshi or Red are there in Pokemon lore? And between different mangas and retellings and games and reboots, and so there is to a point that I can't fault that. I still think it's nostalgia baiting at this point. The the one-upsmanship Pokemon has in case of the anime is the anime never replaced Ash, so we're 20 seasons or whatever into Pokemon and it's still Ash traveling the world. Digimon made a point of doing the pre-cure Super Sentai thing and replacing the team each season, and now falling back on the original team is kind of where my initial ire came from. It's kind of like I feel the same way with the Power Rangers franchise. Like a lot of the newer incarnations are great, but you know they're not making the money they should be because all the merchandise and the comics and all that stuff is still focused around Mighty Morphin when the franchise was at its strongest. And again, it's for people like me who grew up on that and, please give us your money. Holding out the bowl like they're Oliver Twist. Please, sir, may I have some more of your wallet? So, yeah, a lot of my ire may have been over exaggerated, we'll say, in the previous video, but I do still feel like it's unnecessary to reboot Adventure, but hopefully they do something well with it and introduce the Adventure characters to a new audience. Hopefully this isn't nostalgia fan baiting. That's the best thing I can hope for, is that it's well written. Although some of the writers involved were involved with Try and Cross Wars. So here's hoping. Here's hoping. Like, I love Cross Wars, right? Not Tagiru, but Cross Wars had a lot of good to it. But as I mentioned before, the first series was kind of hit and miss. The second series pulled things together and made it a bit of a tighter story, and then season three was just, you know, 23 episodes of filler, basically, with 3 episodes of plot at the end. Um, but anyway, we'll digress and move on. So we have short details of the new version of Taichi and Agumon. The passionate young boy who takes action, Taichi Yagami, a fifth grader who lives in the Tokyo suburbs. He has a strong sense of justice and will always run to help when his family and friends are in danger. Okay, so typical anime shonen protagonist. Um, Not sure I like that for Taichi, but look, it's early days yet. April's only around the corner. We'll see how it goes. His speech line, "Let's go. We're the only ones who can stop them." That's interesting because "we're the only ones who can do it" was something that came up in Try a lot. And I think that's interesting that they've brought it back for this. So maybe this alternate universe won't be the worst thing ever, right? Not that I should have inferred it would be, but as unnecessary as I think it might be, maybe they're onto something. See, I can be nice about this. So the Digimon are waiting for Taichi, Agumon, a monster shaped like a dinosaur who meets Taichi Yagami when he wanders into his world. His speech line, "I finally meet you, Taichi." I don't know why I did a voice. A bad one at that. His speech line is, "I finally meet you, Taichi." So, the mysterious creatures, Digimon, a word that is short for digital monsters who live in the digital world. They come in various species, such as dinosaur, bird, and even robot. through evolution, they change shape and power up. So, nothing too drastic. Taichi seems a bit more hot-headed, just based on the little blurb we had there. But whether it's detrimental to the character, we'll have to wait and see. But also keep in mind, this isn't 1999 Taichi, and it certainly isn't Try Taichi, who just wanted to run away and you know had a lot of feelings to get over in terms of how he used to go about things versus actions and consequences. So I guess we'll see how it plays out. Um, and then we also have a short interview with the producer and writer. So let's have a go at this. Interview with the producer Hiroyuki Sakurada and the screenplay writer Atsuhiro Tomioka. So, question one: what points should we pay attention to in the new visual poster? Sakurada says there's the new Digivice that Taichi is holding, as well as the starring characters whose designs have changed a bit. Yeah, if you look, something I didn't notice is that Takeru's hat, it doesn't have the gem thing in the middle of it anymore, but it actually says TK on the hat, which I think is it's a nice touch toward the dub. Um, Anyway, there's a new Digivice that Taichi is holding, as well as the starring characters whose designs have changed a bit. In the background, the bottom part of it is the real world, while the upper part is the digital world. Okay, so what kind of story is it? Tomioka says, Digimon will cause dangers in the real world, which Taichi and the others will solve through the digital world. There will be some realism in the dangers that happen. Okay. So, question three: what are the highlights of the series? Sakurada says the battle scenes, which will make the best use of each Digimon's special trait. How they face the ability of the Digimon attacking them will differ. We'll be showing each monster's charm point through their fighting. Oh, so maybe Gomamon will actually be useful. Oof. Sorry, Gomamon fans, but come on. You know I'm right. He doesn't start being useful until he evolves. Like, come on. Um, and what Digimon will appear in the show? Now, this I kind of like the idea of. Let's see where they go with this. So Tomioka responds that it will be like a festival. We'll be showing as many as possible according to the situation without holding back. So they're not going to. So if I'm interpreting that right, they're not going to be using just the Digimon they were limited to in the original show, which in turn were limited by the original Digital Monster V-Pets. So interesting that they might draft or take inspiration from the franchise as a whole rather than just the nostalgia of what people remember from the original series. Now, that's if I'm interpreting that right. Again, April, we'll have to wait and see what happens. We also have a small surprise ready after their partner has evolved. So maybe we'll be getting different evolution lines. Maybe we'll be getting evolutions we didn't think of or something we're not used to. We do see Greymon and Garurumon on the poster, so I don't think that much has changed, but I still think instead of War Greymon and Metal Garurumon, we might get something like Victory Greymon and Zed Garurumon, or Blitz Greymon and Ceres Garurumon, I think it's called. Cress Garurumon. Anyway, that one. You know the one I mean. It could be that. Or maybe they'll just go completely wild from Ultimate up. Maybe the champions will be the same and they'll go up from Ultimate, or the champions will have different abilities than maybe we were used to before. It's all very intriguing. And then they leave off saying that Digimon.net will open on January 21st, so it looks like they are planning on redoing the official Bandai Digimon website based on the new show, and a video will be available on the website January 24th. So when that goes live, I'm going to be looking at it. We'll talk about it more at that stage. But it is confirmation that this is indeed a modern reboot of Digimon Adventure, so it'll be interesting to see what gets done with that. I think we're all excited, cautiously optimistic, and very nervous at what they might do. But I'll see you on January 24th. Be sure to thumbs up the video, subscribe if you're new, and drop a comment down below with what you think or what you're excited about. Take care.